totally exhausted and thirsty, and I have no clue where we fucking are, so just play nice and give me a break, okay?
Well, it looks like these two have found themselves in the desert, and if you tried to read the sign at the very beginning, it reads Monument Valley, which is kind of appropriate for this chapter, as it's in Navajo County, Arizona. Now, I'm not sure if Jody's made this whole journey on foot, but, I certainly hope it doesn't continue that way. Otherwise, she's in some trouble. Okay, thanks for that, asshole. I mean, if you're not gonna pick us up, don't be rude about it. Okay, second chance. Thanks for nothing. Great, looks like we might die out here in the desert, a really long way away from whatever we would call home.
Everything's gonna be okay. I'm in the middle of nowhere. I'm dying of thirst. And everything's fucked. But it's gonna be okay. Leave me alone, Aiden. What? It's okay, Aiden. There's no reason to be nervous.
Well, it looks like we've come to this ranch in the middle of nowhere. And while we could look around and see all the animals, there's not really any point. Dog! 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 Can you pet the dog? Can you pet the dog?
Back off there. I'm not gonna hurt you.
You cannot pet the dog. Oh. Oh well, he's keeping some sort of watch for the property, so, you know, he's still a good dog. But let's see if there's, any people here.
Hey, I'm so sorry to disturb you. I'm just looking for some place to spend the night, and I was hoping...
You can't stay here. Sorry.
Well, can I just spend the night in your barn? Please? I mean, I promise I will be gone by morning.
I told you you can't stay here. You need to leave now.
Mendehoste. Ja, ja. Ja, es bazo. Akuri nao. Dobone, darahe. Adinne. Tote ye. Katnas ad. Bendako, the dos kas. Do a bendago no dos do.
Okay. You can stay here tonight. Come in. What's your name?
Jody.
I'm Paul. These are my sons, Corey and Jay. My mother, Shimasani. Don't be surprised if she doesn't answer you. She hasn't spoken in years. We're about to have dinner. Would you like to eat with us?
Yeah. Yeah, thank you.
But we can't pass up on this hospitality. I mean, we're probably hungry and thirsty. I mean, it's not like Jody has said it a few times. Though the silence of this dinner is a little palpable. One thing that they do have correct here is you probably saw one of the dishes looked like burritos of some sort, and that's actually called Navajo tacos. So it looks like at some points they get stuff right, but not every little detail. Okay, I don't think Corey and Jay like us all that much. I mean, can't really blame them.
We don't see many hitchhikers out here. Can I ask where you're headed?
I mean, let's avoid being too truthful out of the gate.
I'm just going from town to town. No real plans.
I see.
This is the, first ranch that I've seen in miles.
There used to be more of us. Many have left for the city. It's a hard life out here.
You guys are really far from everything here.
My family's lived here for generations. I was born here. Probably die here. I tell my boys to go. I know there's nothing for them here. But, they want to stay with their grandmother and me, so...
Well, if they're not gonna outright say it, it is the name of the chapter, so we might as well ask.
You guys are, Navajo, right?
We're Dene.
That means the people in Navajo. That's what we call ourselves. Sleep. Jay will, drive you to your room. Good night.
Are you coming?
Dude, right here. And for some reason, I have a little trouble controlling Jody around that corner. The invisible walls around the walls are a little finicky.
You stay in your room. No matter what you hear.
What I hear? What do you mean?
You value your life? Lock your door and don't come out until the morning.
Okay. Sure. Well, some freaky shit is definitely going on around here, but we're just here for the night, and then we're gonna get the hell out of here. Jody, Jody, don't just touch stuff.
Hedges. What's got them so scared?
Who knows? But you just got your hands all dirty before bed, so you might as well wash up. And then we're gonna go to sleep, and we're gonna pretend that nothing is wrong. 'Cause nothing's wrong. There is nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong. Everything's fine.
I know. It's a very strange place. Don't worry. Tomorrow will be a long way from here. Good night, Ida.
But hey, look at the bright side. Press X to sleep is back. One last time.
You stay in your room. No matter what you hear.
Okay, so yeah, some freaky shit's going on. Let's investigate and totally ignore everybody's advice.
Shit. What's going on here? Aiden. Find a way to open that door.
Wait, so did Jay tell us to lock our own door and then he locked it from the outside? Okay, you know, it doesn't actually matter. Let's go ask around to see what the hell is happening. Well, it seems like we're not going to get help from those two, but it seems like they can't sleep either. Let's see what's going on up here. Oh shit, did we interrupt something there? I feel like we shouldn't have seen that.
Paul? Open up! What the hell is going on?
Go back to your room right now! Please, Jody. Just do as I ask.
You know, despite the clear camera angle here to tell us to go outside, we're just gonna listen to Paul because if they are this worried about something, it's probably really bad. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back to bed and we are going to super pretend really hard that nothing is happening. Well, let's look at the bright side. It's a new day. We're not dead. We're not dead. And, we're not dead. But it is time to pack up. We promised we'd only stay the night. How about one more wash up for the road? And we are out of here. I mean, we can't be ungrateful for the hospitality. At least we weren't outside last night. In whatever the hell that was.
You looked exhausted. I told the boys to let you sleep.
Thanks. I really needed it.
Made some coffee.
So let's take a sip. Let's take another sip. You know what? One more for the road. Can't have too much coffee before you're wandering alone in the desert. Or can you? Either way, thanks again, Paul, but we got a jet.
I'm gonna hit the road. Thank you.
There's a lot of work to be done on the farm. Maybe you'd like to stay on for a few days. Lend a helping hand. Couldn't pay you anything, but you have a roof, food on the table. What do you think?
Yeah. Yeah, why not?
Good. You'll find some more clothes in Corey's room. See you outside?
Ready for work?
I'm ready when you are.
The sheep need water. Think you can handle that?
Sure.
Okay, well that sheep is very dead, but the other not dead sheep might not want to be dead either, so let's get him some water. Well, it looks like we're going to be doing some chores for the day, but actually I'm kind of okay with that. The fact that the game has like now officially slowed down and we're just doing some ordinary stuff is oddly refreshing.
So, you're gonna stay a while?
It looks that way.
Great. I mean, it's good to have some help.
Thanks, Jody. Can you get some hay from the barn?
The ranch isn't really that big, but I guess enough people got lost they decided to put in camera angles to show you exactly where to go. But, please, please can we pet this dog? Oh, damn it.
Hi. My name is Jody, and I'm gonna stay here for a little bit and help out. I hope that you don't mind. This is beautiful. Did you make this yourself?
So yeah, Shimasani is not really one for talking, but we did get warned of that. Either way, the sheep do need some hay. For some reason, the hay's all the way up there, so we're just gonna use Aiden to get it down.
Take it easy, Aiden. Just one bale, not the whole goddamn haystack.
It was just one bale and not the whole goddamn haystack? Like, there's been plenty of reason to be frustrated at Aiden, but, he's actually doing his job? And that's what I mean, this chapter's kind of weird compared to the others, but it works.
Hey, Jody! Lunch?
Okay, let me just finish this first.
There are still some overall problems with how it represents Native American people, but it's not the worst it could have been. But for a game like this, that's something.
Put it down anywhere. Thanks, Jody. It's lunchtime. Go and join the boys if you're hungry.
You coming?
Later. I still have work to do.
Okay, later then.
Well, after a hard 10 minutes work, I'd say lunch is a pretty good idea. Maybe we can get to know some of the family members that do talk to us. I mean, Corey is obviously excited to have a girl on the ranch.
Have a seat.
Thanks. There's a lot of work to do on the ranch.
Yeah. Jay takes care of the horses. I watch the churros, and my father does just about everything else.
Are there other Navajo ranches around here?
There used to be about 50 some years back. But now there's just us. The others got scared off.
The others decided to go live in the city. Not everyone wants to live in the desert.
What were those noises last night? Sounded like something was banging on the house, and
That's just the wind. They make strange sounds in the desert.
I saw the dead sheep. What happened to them?
A storm. They wander out of the pen and choke to death on the sand. Do you always ask so many questions?
When I don't understand something, yeah.
Yeah? How about if I started asking you questions? Where you come from? What you're doing here? You probably wouldn't like it, huh? So keep your secrets to yourself. And don't ask any more questions. You'll excuse me. I got work to do.
Don't mind him, Jody. He's okay when you get to know him.
I'll bet.
Well, I guess I better get back to it or Paul will get mad. See you later.
Well done, Jody.
Well, we did our first couple of chores. Let's see if there's anything else we can do.
Hey, anything else need doing, Paul?
No, but maybe the boys could use some help.
Okay, I'll check.
So Corey's in with the sheep and Jay's over with the horses. Let's maybe not go to Jay just yet. He is probably still kind of mad.
Hey, you need help, Corey?
No, not really.
I'm gonna go see if Jay needs any help.
Yeah, later.
You sure you don't need help with the sheep? I mean, okay. I mean, someone around here has to need some help, right?
Let's see what Jay's doing.
Whoa!
Proud and stubborn. Never wants to go in with the others.
Do you mind if I try?
You worked with horses before?
No.
Go right ahead. His name's Ashki.
Ashki in Navajo means boy. So when they call him a good boy, they mean it.
Hey there, Ashki. Don't be afraid. I'm just gonna come over there, okay?
Not too fast there, Jody.
Easy, boy.
Well, it looks like we teleported about 20 feet away from each other, but you have to approach Ashki a little bit more slowly.
See, Ashki? It's not so bad, is it? Admit it. You kind of like me, huh? Hey, Aiden.
Wait.
Ever dreamed of riding a horse?
Whoa, wait, what? This actually raises a lot of questions. Like, he's been taking over humans, and Aiden understands how a human works, but now he's gonna possess a horse? Does he understand how the horse works?
Take him to the enclosure.
How does this feel for Aiden? This has gotta be, like, super creepy weird. I have so many questions. I just wish the game answered one of them. I mean, this is such a strange implication that Aiden can just take over any living being.
How'd you do that?
We all have our secrets, right?
Maybe I misjudged you.
If you want to take a shower, it's behind the barn. Ladies first.
It's fine by me.
Well, it wouldn't be a David Cage game without a gratuitous shower scene. Wait a second. I'm having deja vu here. The strange thing is, this is a narratively important shower scene. You'll see what I mean.
And then the guy left running. And you know what? He was never seen again.
It's time to go to bed.
What's happening here? Why do we have to lock up the house?
Just go to your room, Jody. And don't come out, no matter what happens. You remember the sheep last night? I don't want anything to happen to you.
God, for God's sakes, Paul. What's going on here?
Just go to your room. There's nothing you can do.
Okay, that's a little bit more information. Unfortunately, I think we're gonna have to follow Paul's advice again and go to bed. I mean, he said there's nothing we can do, and I'm still having trouble with that corner. Well now, looks like we actually can't go to bed. So we're gonna find out one way or the other what in the hell is happening. Here goes nothing. Oh, whoa, that's a big sandstorm. This is a really cool shot and all, but Jody, you might actually choke on the sand if you stay outside, so maybe stop wandering out and... I'm sorry, how is this gonna help? So welcome to probably the worst chase scene in the entire game in terms of figuring out where to go. You're not really in control of her movements, it's just the whole part where, you know, you have to dodge stuff, and in case you haven't noticed, there's a lot of sand on the screen, and it's kinda hard to tell what the hell is happening. Well, we're safe in here, right? Oh, no, never mind. Never mind. So this is bad. The mummy ghost thing is attacking us with demon claws and a lot of other stuff. I don't really know what Aiden's gonna do here, but is the shield really gonna work if the hand is already inside the shield? Oh, wait, no, I guess it's fine.
Jody! Jody, I told you to stay in your room. You could have been killed.
What's happening here? What was that thing?
You should have listened to me. Stayed in your room.
You have to tell me the truth. You have to tell me the truth now.
It's Yaitso. He wants blood. That's all he's interested in. We can't do anything about it. You can't fight a spirit.
Spirits don't live in this world. If he's here, there's a reason. You remember Ashley? We're friends, right? I'm just gonna put my foot in the stirrup and climb up, okay?
Yeah, we're friends, right? You wouldn't throw me off, right, Ashkey?
I need to figure out how to go forward. Hey, what do you think, Ashkey? We're doing pretty good, huh?
That horse is gonna have to tell me your secret. Listen, I'm headed over the pasture to tend the churros. You wanna come?
Sure.
Let's go then. Yeah!
So welcome to the horse riding mechanics, which obviously is only in this chapter. Steering is a little weird because if you try to move the stick left or right, you kind of just swerve wildly in these directions. So you kind of have to hold forward at all times and mildly adjust the direction you want to go in. So about that Yaitso. Yaitso is a legend among the Navajo people, meaning big giant, that was a monster that essentially almost made humanity go extinct by, well, killing everything. Then, two sons, who were sons of the sun, went over and killed him by striking him 3 times, the last one being in the back of his head, where he kept his heart. When his blood poured out of his body, it wasn't allowed to meet, otherwise Yaitso would come back, so the two brothers drew lines in the sand, and the blood became the lava around the volcanic Mount Taylor. It's a neat little legend that I think they should have maybe expounded upon, rather than just name-dropping and saying, hey, it's actually a demon.
Look, I know you don't want to talk about it. But I really need to know what happened last night. Does a spirit come every night?
It'll come for many nights, and then it won't show up for months. But it always ends up coming back.
And despite all this? I mean, your father never wanted to just leave?
For him, the spirit is just part of the land. It's like the rocks or the desert sand. It's something you can't change, so you have to learn to live with it. My turn to ask you some questions. What are you really doing out here in the middle of the desert? It feels like you're running away from something.
I guess I'm just trying to forget. You know, make a new start. Maybe I'm just running away from myself.
You're like us. You also have your dark secret, don't you, Jody?
I have to tell you something.
Jay! Verkeerde klus.
Oh, Shazah? The bed bar shop. She in the dish is.
That was Paul. There's no water at the ranch. Something must be up with the well. I'm gonna have a look on my way back.
I can go take a look if you want.
Don't know if you'll be able to do much.
I'll do what I can. Where's the well?
It's over there. It's got a windmill. Shouldn't be hard to find.
Okay. I'll see you back at the ranch.
Okay. See you later.
But it seems like they're having problems with the well, and I certainly hope it isn't a giant sand face demon. I mean, it's the middle of the day, so we're probably unlikely to see it, since it only really seems to come out at night. Anyway, we've got a job to do, and the sheep need water, I assume, so we should head over there right away. And Ashki doesn't really want to hit the cacti here, and, you know, cannot blame him. Wouldn't want to do it either. Huh. This looks like a job for a weird ghost thing.
Afraid I didn't. Good work, Aiden. The pump's running again.
See, this is what's so fascinating in this game, is the weird mundane tasks that you can do with your ghost friend. Oh good, it's him. Well, at least we're fully clothed this time, so let's see what he wants. So this is actually a Navajo dwelling called a hogan. It's basically a bunch of sticks that they put up and then cover in dirt and mud. This would be really cool, but there's only one thing we can actually even interact with. Well, that was worth the trip. I'm so thankful that he showed us all of that because, oh. Thanks for that, Ashki? Well, I think we get the message. We need to go to Crown. The only thing is, Jody doesn't know what Crown means, and putting an arrow there is fine, but, the place we're looking for is still, kinda hard to find if you don't know what you're looking for. It almost feels like they had something else written here that kind of got cut, maybe, for time, and then they never really re-explained the whole Crown thing.
Fort Crown? Why have I been brought here?
Well, Fort Crown makes sense to be led here, and, I bet you saw those two shiny things, so we've got to go investigate.
Can you see anything, Aiden?
But it turns out the problem is, kinda on the nose.
Come on! Show yourself, Garnet!
An entity. Massacred the soldiers in the fort. Could it be Yateso?
So yeah, turns out the problem was white people.
The forked tree. I have to find it.
Well, we're putting the pieces together, bit by bit here. It seems that Yateso was around and not a giant sand face at one point, and just, kinda went after everybody, which is pretty in line with the myth. But once we get over to this final location, it may actually be worth it for you to go back and look at the dream that Jody had the first night she was here. You should recognize a lot more in it.
The Devil's Fort.
Okay, now Jody, how did you know the name of that?
Place I saw in my visions.
Well, we're here, and it's a little faint, kind of, but this symbol seems important.
There's nothing here.
Turns out Aiden can see the weird ghost smoke coming out of the ground. Well, one of these sure looks familiar.
Ghosts. They were wearing these ritual masks.
Yeah, I know you don't want to touch the skull, but you kind of have to.
They were killed by the entity. Thanks, Aiden.
So the really good news here is that there are 5 places total to dig, and you don't have to actually do anything for Jody to go to each of the other 4.
Weird. This one has no talisman. The 5th talisman. He put it around the baby's neck. Help me, Aiden. I've got to see what happened.
So, minor epilepsy warning here. There are a lot of flashing images for the next couple of seconds.
It all went by too fast. I didn't understand it. It's just all mixed up. It's as if something's missing. I'll show the talismans to Paul. Maybe he'll know something.
Now, how are we gonna find our way back? Oh. That sandstorm is out in the middle of the day, and that is not a good thing. So, we should probably get back as soon as we can, because this is not good news.
We came here in broad daylight. We tried to get to the house. Corey, get the car! Come on, start already, goddammit! It won't start, Jay! It won't start!
Oh, the entity's coming back.
We've got to get to the house.
I don't think that's gonna help.
There's nothing else we can do. My father told you can't fight a spirit.
So I think we should take Jay's advice and go inside, because this sandstorm is looking real mean. And though you might want to go check up on Paul right away, we actually have to talk to Shimasani.
This blanket. It's the one that was on that baby.
Mother gave it to me. Like her mother before. She also gave me this. The 5th talisman.
Well, it looks like we're doing this one more time.
This is where it all began. I need to watch carefully. Remember every detail. Our ancestors. They summoned Yaitsu here.
They were lost, full of hatred for the white man. They bring spirit to kill their enemies and gain revenge. Turn against them. He was still hungry. Hungry for blood. Yaitsu is back. He has come to take our lives.
We're your ancestors. They're the guardians who protect the house, right?
They know they were wrong, so they returned to protect us from the evil that they released.
If they brought the entity here, I mean, there's gotta be some way to send it back to its own world.
They used a ritual to open the passage. I still remember the incantation, but the ritual is lost in the past.
I saw it. I saw the ritual in my vision. Look, I'll prepare it and you can help me with the incantation.
Hurry! He's coming.
Now we need to be careful here because something is happening that the game is not warning us about, and if we don't do something, a bad outcome is going to happen. So we could head out and do the ritual right away, but if we do that and we leave Paul with this giant wound, he'll die.
I'm sorry, Paul. It's all my fault. I stirred up old memories. I never should have come here. I never bring anything good with me.
Well, I mean, honestly, Yaitsu was always here, so it's really not your fault, Jody. Now, you may be wondering if we could have healed Paul before we talked to Shimasani, but no, that order of events is kind of set.
I've always done what I can. The rest is up to you.
Okay, time for that ritual.
Fire. I have to make a fire in the front of the house. Something to light the fire.
Jody, what the hell?
Trust me! I know what I'm doing!
We gotta get inside! The storm is coming!
Leave me, Jay!
Shimasani, you can talk?
Stick, Jody! You must find a stick to draw their side!
Now, do you remember the symbol? It's actually pretty easy, and oddly enough, if you get it wrong, Jody just wipes it away, and then you keep going till you get it right. So we're gonna save some time here and not mess around.
Now the talismans! I have to remember where each of the medicine men stood. There! That's exactly right! Okay! Now each of you needs to stand next to a talisman! There must be a soul attached to each one! There's only 4 of us!
Well, rule of threes, here we go.
Jody!
No white man has ever been to the place I'm taking you. My people have buried our dead there for many hundreds of years. For us, it's sacred land.
So, the ritual was successful. Yaitso has been banished back to, turns out the infraworld, so everything comes back to that. Shimasani may have passed, but, we don't know what happened to Paul. Or even if he's okay. Oh, wait a second. There are 2 horses already here. That's gotta be a good sign. So, unlike in Homeless, Navajo never seems to drag on, even though it is a very long chapter. Every single part seems to be narratively or structurally important, and I can appreciate that.
These are the bones of your ancestors. I'm sure they would have wanted to be buried alongside their own people.
One last time, huh? Well, let's see what you got. Hey, yeah, so maybe next time install smaller stairs. Alright. Seems like there's a couple of drawings in here. I wonder what could be so important that we need to see.
So it's decided. You're leaving?
There's things I have to do. You know, I used to think that my gift was a curse. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe I can use it to help people. Find out who I really am.
You did a lot for us, Jody. For us and the memory of our people. I don't know how to thank you. If you don't find what you're looking for, come back here. You have a home.
I'm gonna miss you.
Me too, Corey. I'll never forget you.
Ashki is gonna be very sad without you.
But one day I'll come back and see him.
You know, Jay seems like a legit good guy, especially compared to some other asshole we know. But, Jody's maybe not in the right place for anything resembling a relationship.
Hey, Jody! You didn't think you were just gonna walk, did you?
Took me a lot of time, but I finally got the thing running. Take it, it's yours. It's the least we can do to thank you.
Thanks.
Well, we got a sweet ride, and it's not Jody's first time on a motorcycle, but this time, hey, no police, so we'll take it.